What's up, Smack'em Nation? It's your boy Wayne6578 bringing you guys an unstoppable money play for the red zone in Madden 20. This play will help you score touchdowns and kick less field goals. I use this play 5 yards out from the actual goal line, and as a bonus, we have an actual run play that helps complement this play and adds a little variety to this nice red zone scheme. Now, this play can be found in the Steelers playbook, and it's in the gun trio formation, and the play is called Steelers Dig. You want to set your players up like this. Your receiver all the way on the left, you want him to be your tallest, basically your number one receiver and your best route runner. Your receiver in the slot position, you want to be your decent speed, good route running, but you want him to have decent speed. He's usually like your fastest receiver. And then the receiver you have right here, you want to be your best route runner, your second best route runner on your team. I'm using the Bears. I'm putting Taylor Gabriel here. And then you want to have your best tight end, good catching tight end. I'm going to actually put Trey Burton in right here. He's hurt, out for the season, but we're going to use him for this tip. And then you want to have your best blocking running back. Now, when you go to the run play, you want to put your best running back in. We'll put a blocking running back in right now because we're going to go over the pass first. Okay, and again, the play is in the Steelers playbook. It's in the gun trio formation, and it's called Steelers Dig. Okay, we're going to go up against a random defense. And like I mentioned before, I like to run this play 5 yards out from the red zone. Okay, from the actual goal line. Okay, so the setup for this money play is very simple, guys. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to take your square receiver and you're going to out route him. And then if you're at the 5 yard line, you're going to smart route it so at least he goes across that goal line. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to drag route your triangle receiver. Then the last thing you can do, you can block your running back for extra protection if you think they're blitzing. But your reads are going to be square. You're going to look to see if that cornerback over square backs up. If he backs up, you can hit square pretty quickly. Make sure you possession catch it so he'll stay in bounds. If the cornerback does not back up, we're going to hit triangle. And then if triangle is covered, you can always hit circle in the back of the end zone with a possession catch. So we'll just run this a few times. That's the universal setup for this play. And you'll see that it works wonders. Right there, he backed up. We can hit that square receiver. Okay, and you want to possession catch that so you can get it. Be careful, get into practice mode, practice how to throw this, because if they don't back up and they pick that off, that is going to be a pick six. He didn't back up. We can look for triangle, circle, everything is covered. Let's throw that ball away. Right there, everything was covered. Do not be afraid to throw the ball away if everything is covered. Okay, and he didn't back up. Let's look for triangle real fast. Right there, nice bump. Okay, he backed up. We can hit that square receiver, and you'll be killing your opponent because he'll start guarding that square route. You're not to run this every time in the red zone. I'll show you the run play you can run while you're in the red zone, but eventually they'll start playing that. He didn't do that. We can hit that circle receiver with the possession catch in the back zone, in the back of the end zone. Now just be careful that users will go to that. The user is going to look at that tight end first, and then he's going to look at that drag route. So these are the two routes that user will possibly look at to guard. He'll guard that tight end to see if that tight end is doing anything, and then he'll look for that drag route. So that's what really opens up that circle route in the back of the end zone. Just make sure you possession catch that. Right there, that's the blitz. Let's hit this and try to get into the end zone. Now, again, that's user territory, so be careful. But we are blocking that running back, so we were able to pick up that blitz a little bit. That's the setup again. Look at that cornerback. He stepped back a little bit. Let's hit the touchdown right there. And you'll be killing your opponent. You can actually run this play not just in the red zone. You can run this on the field regular. I do break it down another way that I like to run it with a possible one-play touchdown. but I've just been playing and I've ran it this way in the red zone and I had a lot of success. I'll show you that we can run it on the left side and there's reads you can do for the right side, but let's just run this a few more times and show you how easy this play works. He's playing them. Let's look for that back of that end zone, that possession catch. And it's a really, really great play. It's a lot of options. You can't guard every route. I do not like to run it if we're on the left hash. On the left side, I would like to switch it. I like to run it if I'm in the middle or if I have the wide side of the field. So, run right here. He stepped back, but I still don't like that. I still like that circle in the back of the end zone. And just make sure you have a good route runner, okay? Now I'll show you what we can do for the right side of the field. I like to put the running back on a wheel route, okay? I still like to drag that triangle receiver. We can still do the out route for the square, but I'm not going to do that because I'm showing you the right side. Now on the right side of the field, they will be using that X, so we're only looking if they're playing man defense or some type of possibly cover 3, but in the red zone, a lot of those zones don't back up, so you have to pay attention. So it's really one read on the right. Okay, you're looking for X. If X is not open, and then you're waiting for that drag route. Now, X is definitely not open. We can try to hit this drag route and get into the end zone. But again, remember, that is user territory. That's why I really like to look at the left side of the field for that. And then we do have that wheel route that sometimes he gets open right there. X was wide open right there. So in like I said, in a man defense, that route really works. In a man defense, they cannot guard that corner route. But this is a man defense. As you see, they're dusting that, and then we possibly should have that triangle receiver getting open too if it's a man defense. But as you see right there, everything was covered. You really have one read in a man defense if you're going to the right side, and that's that tight end. Make sure you have your best and fastest running tight end. We'll run this a few more times. Like to do the wheel route. Again, X is going to be covered. Everything is covered. We throw that ball away. If everything is covered, I'll show you. We'll run it again. That circle receiver is open in the back of the end zone. So the circle receiver, unless they're using that, is always open. We're looking at the right side, everything is covered, circle, possession catch. Just like that, guys. Just don't go to circle a lot. Make sure you go to everybody else, and this is a really nice play, guys. And you'll be destroying your opponent. We're looking for X. What type of defense is this? X. Let's look for circle right there. Still, we probably shouldn't have threw that, but we're possession catching that, making sure we're down below and we have a good route runner there. So it worked out for us. This looks like this possibly might be a man, so we might be able to get this open. Yeah, that was man, but we got a nice little blitz coming through, and we're sending that running back out, so he wasn't able to block for us. So we're looking for X. X definitely does not look covered. Looks like he's going to be covered. So we're going to possession catch that. And that is the great passing play, guys. Utilize that in the red zone. Score a lot of points. I guarantee if you run it this way, you will score a lot of points. Now I'll show you the one run play that I like to use also. Now for the run play, it's the regular inside zone play. Now when I run this play, I like to look at how that defensive linemen are lined up. If they're close in that gap, if there's a gap right there where I'm running the ball, I like to run straight towards that gap. If not, I like to run up towards the gap and then cut it towards the outside. In this case, we have a defensive end is right in that gap where I'm going to be running. So I run that ball up, I get it to the outside and go into the end zone. And I'll show you, we're running a few times. We do have our best and fastest running back right here. This one, we have, again, they're in the gap, so we're going to try to get it up. and get it out to the outside and go up into the end zone. Don't run straight up the hole unless it's a certain situation. Right here, this is a situation where they're not really in that gap where I'm going, so I run it straight up into the end zone. I don't really cut it outside. And I break this play down with I'll have it in the description how to run this play on the regular field, not just in the red zone. This right here, they have a really big gap. We're going to cut this straight up and score a touchdown as long as Cohen gets in there. But this is how I like to run that run play. Now this, with that passing play, you can be unstoppable. Again, we have a big gap. We're going to get it up and just go straight into the end zone. You can utilize this play. Just change it up. Right here, we're going to try to get it up and get it to the outside. Get it to the outside. Get it out here. For some reason, I don't know, I didn't go to the outside. But that, when you run that, look at that line. The line is big hole. Looks like it's a blitz. So with one, we're going to ID this guy right here. I think we need to block him. But we're going to try to get it straight up into the outside. There we go. Just like that, guys. Just like that. Utilize this run play. Utilize the passing play and score touchdowns. Stop kicking field goals, and you can score on these guys. You can score on these guys. Now you might have to run the run play twice to get close to the end zone. I do not like to run this the passing play once I'm past the 4-yard line because it really doesn't work out that well. So you want to run it when you're at least 6 to 4 yards from the goal line, and you'll score a lot of touchdowns. But it's your boy Wayne 6578. Yep, I'm outie. But I'll be back. Let's score a touchdown and get on these guys. Let's see. Let's ID this guy right here. We're gonna get it up and get it to the outside. Get it up and get it to the outside. Thanks for watching, guys. It's your boy Wayne 6578. Subscribe to the channel and click that notification bell to be notified and join the Team Smack'em Nation. Let's go.